And we're back with this week's JPTV News Report. Today we'll be covering several interesting stories regarding multiple topics about our school and the world around us. My name is Scott Shive.
And my name is Anders Morgan, and we will be your anchors for the day. Thank you for tuning in to today's show. We're so glad to have you with us.
COVID-19 has caused hardships for businesses all around the world. One of these businesses in particular is having to deal with issues that cause them to go against what they stand for. Dollar Tree, which prides themselves in $1 prices, is now having to raise their prices over the standard because of the supply chain issues. Dylan Burkhalter and Ryan Groby interviewed students and faculty to get their opinion on the price change.
I'm here with Kate Ferguson. Kate, what do you think about Dollar Tree raising their prices to higher than $1?
It's wrong. They're Dollar Tree. It should be $1.
Thank you. Coach Burke, what do you think about Dollar Tree raising their prices to higher than $1?
I don't think that's a good idea because the whole idea behind the Dollar Tree was to raise $1. But if you're taking our economic situation that we have right now, okay, with the higher gas prices and all the debt that we're having into and all the stuff that we're doing with the party on the other side, then they're going to raise it to $1.29, and then eventually it's going to be called the $2 store.
Thank you. Okay. I'm here with Benjamin Bass. Benjamin, what do you think about Dollar Tree raising their prices to higher than $1?
They shouldn't do it because then it's not Dollar Tree anymore. It defeats the purpose.
Thank you. So we're here with Mr. Devine. Mr. Devine, what do you think about Dollar Tree raising their prices to higher than $1?
Are they going to change the name?
I believe not.
Like Tree of a couple dollars? Couple bucks tree? Only if they change the name.
That's a good recommendation. Thank you. I'm here with Caroline Cavett. And Caroline, what do you think about Dollar Tree raising their prices to higher than $1?
I think it's stupid. I think it's called Dollar General for a reason, and it should.
I'm here with Miss Snow. Miss Snow, what do you think about Dollar Tree raising their prices to higher than $1?
Well, I think they need to change their name if they're not just going to be $1. But everything's going up, so I guess I kind of see their side too. But maybe don't name your store Dollar Tree if everything's not $1.
Thank you.
You bet.
Scott Shive interviewed the two main characters in Grease and the director, Miss Waterloo.
I'm here with Rachel Regan today, and we're here to talk about Grease. Who do you play in Grease, Rachel?
I play Marty.
Okay. What's Grease about?
Grease is about a big friend group who goes through different challenges of high school, like romance, and then also just like friendship stuff. And it's based in the 50s, so it's more comical, more cartoony, but overall it has a lot of the same issues that kids struggle with today.
I'm here with Emily Waterloo today, the director of Grease. Miss Waterloo, what is it like directing Grease?
Grease is just so much fun. I'm new here to prep, so what has been extremely exciting for me is getting to know all of you, all the characters and students that are working in the show. It is like putting together a bubbly, bubblegum, happy gift for our community, so I'm really excited.
I'm here with Foster O'Quinn. Foster, who do you play in Grease?
I play Danny Zuko.
What's it like playing Danny Zuko in Grease?
I would say that it's a challenge. However, it's always really fun to get on stage and to always act in general. So that's how it's been for me, and I've loved it for about 5 years now, and to have the main character, even better.
Does that put any stress on you, knowing that you're the lead character and that everything's falling on your shoulders?
I would say that it does put a little stress on me, though I try to get away from it by just singing in general, by just like getting on stage, because being on stage itself is what relieves the stress, so it's kind of a paradox in its own way, I would say.
Thank you, Foster.
You're very welcome.
Next Tuesday, October 12th, Jackson Prep sophomores and juniors will be taking the PSAT. Though the PSAT is considered a primer for the SAT and ACT, its scores are used to identify national merit scholars and award merit scholarships. More than 3.4 million high school students take this nationwide multiple choice test each year. Peter Downing and Bradley Carter talked to English and math teachers about the upcoming PSAT and what students could do to prepare for the big test.
Today, Bradley Carter and I went around the school to ask math teachers and English teachers why the PSAT is important and what they can do to prepare.
The PSAT is the practice SAT. So when we start in 10th grade, you're practicing for the standardized test that you're going to be taking in the future. If you take it seriously, then teachers can look at your scores, see where you need to improve, work with you individually. But if you just blow it off, then we don't have any data to help you. Preparing for the PSAT or any standardized test is almost like training for a marathon. You have to practice it daily. You have to stretch your brain. You have to practice the timing. And so students can go to the College Board website or just Google PSAT practice test, and there are tests online. The answer explanations are online, and the more problems they work, the better prepared they'll be for the test.
Well, it's important to take the PSAT seriously because ultimately this test qualifies you for national merit scholarships, and that's one of the biggest scholarships that colleges across the country give. And taking it seriously is important because it gives you an opportunity to achieve that scholarship and that distinction as a student, but also it does prepare you to take the SAT if that's something that you want to pursue. Now, colleges in the Southeast mainly do not necessarily require the SAT, but if you plan to go to college out of state somewhere, or you want to go up into the Northeast or something like that, those schools do look more heavily at the SAT score than the ACT.
Well, now we know why studying for the PSAT can be important, not only to prepare for the SAT and ACT, but also for scholarship opportunities. But if there's one thing that money can't buy, it's your mama. She's for free, and everybody knows it.
We wish all of our fellow students the best of luck on this year's PSAT and hope to continue the long line of Jackson Prep National Merit finalists. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
The Patriot Shop. We got everything. We got sweatshirts. We got athletic shirts. We got sweatpants. We got socks. And we got bags. Has your back ever hurt during the game? We can solve that problem. We have stadium chairs. We got you covered all the way from winter to summer attire. The Patriot Shop. We've got everything.
Hi, I'm Selah Ferguson, your sports anchor for this week. We have some good games coming our way. Starting off with volleyball, senior night, versus St. Joe. We had a killer win against the Bruins. Margie Fry and I interviewed Coach Mays, the volleyball coach, to see what she had to say about Tuesday night's win.
We're here with Coach Mays, who's the volleyball coach. So, Coach Mays, how was last night's game? And since it was senior night, were there a lot of emotions?
Yeah, I think it was a really bittersweet night. We came out super excited, kind of played down the first set, but we turned it around, got our momentum back, and ended up beating St. Joe in 3, so that was a good way to end our season at home.
That's exciting. Also, since y'all have a big game coming up tomorrow night, so Thursday night, playing against Hartfield at Hartfield, what are y'all doing to prepare for that?
Just the same thing we've always been doing, getting in the gym every day, staying disciplined, doing the little things. We beat Hartfield when they came here, and so there's a lot of at stake for this game. We played them in 5 sets last match, and so we're hoping for a fun, exciting game. And if we do the little things, we think we'll come out on top again.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Be sure to support the volleyball team throughout their next few weeks with their games versus Hartfield tonight and playoffs coming up. The Jackson Prep softball team completed their season Monday, falling to Hartfield in the losers bracket. The Young Lady Patriot team returns all but one player for next year's season, for their future is promising. However, they will miss their senior leader and JPTV's own Kamaya Davis. Dylan. Our girls soccer team has an impressive lineup tonight versus the fake Emory Patriots. Tonight's game is the start off of the playoffs. For these girls tonight, they've earned the #1 seed, allowing them to have a bye for the first round. A win tonight would put them in the championship next Monday, which Prep will be hosting. Margie and I talked to the captains, Olivia Smith and Josie Duncan.
We're here with seniors Olivia Smith and Josie Duncan, who are the two soccer captains. So, Olivia, what have y'all been preparing in practice to get ready for this game on Thursday since it's the first playoff game?
So we just found out we played MRA last night. So earlier this week, we just practiced hard and just try to get our minds right. But today at practice, since we know MRA is our competition, we're going to work on playing fast and have good touches because they are a good team.
Gotcha. And since y'all had a bye, Josie, are you nervous since this is technically our first playoff game?
Not nervous. I'm more excited than nervous, but when that whistle blows, nerves have got to be gone.
All right. Good luck to y'all.
The Jackson Prep football team continues their run through their season. After having fallen to MRA last Friday night, they will step out of conference play and will host Yazoo City's High School tomorrow night on Patriot Field. For the college news, Jake Lang, a Prep alumni, is now the starting quarterback for Southern Miss, and William Deese had a Zoom call with him to ask a few questions about their season.
Jake, it's nice to see you.
Good to see you too, Deese. Been a minute.
Been a while. You're the starter now. How'd you feel going in last game? What'd you think the week leading up to it? And how did it feel actually getting in there and making plays?
Well, I felt prepared. Our coaches here at Southern are great. I was ready to go when my number was called and took it from there. Just played one play at a time.
Knowing you threw for over 300 yards, are you happy with your performance, or do you feel like you still have a lot of room to improve?
I got a lot of room to improve. I threw 3 interceptions that were just crucial. Our whole team played great, and when you throw 3 picks in a game like that, you just can't do it.
Gotcha. It's been a long road to get to the point where you're at. Can you tell us just like where you started off and then how it led to here?
Yeah, so the start of my junior year of high school, I was a 5th string quarterback. And then just by practicing really well and earning the trust of Coach Black, I was a starter by the time we played Jackson Academy. And just from there on, just try to earn my way in everything I did.
And last question, how do you feel that like your time here under Coach Black and playing for Jackson Prep really set you up for what you're doing now?
I think it helped me immensely. I mean, having a guy like Coach Black who just demands greatness every day, all the assistant coaches, Coach Brewer, Coach Thompson, Coach Buds, Coach Burt, and all the Prep family. I mean, they're very supportive of everything I do, and I couldn't have done it without them.
Well, Jake, it's great to talk to you again. I'm proud of you and can't wait to see what you do from here.
Appreciate you, Dees. Best luck this year.
You the same.
Be sure to come out to support the Real Patriots in all of their many events. We'll be right back after a quick commercial.
Have you ever wondered, where can I get my Jackson Prep apparel? Well, then I've got the answer for you. Right here at the Jackson Prep Patriot Shop, open 3 days a week on Patriot Avenue, we've got everything you need. We got t-shirts, we got tank tops, we got sweatshirts, we've got sweatpants, we've got polos, we've got blankets, we've got teddy bears, face masks, and other fun accessories. We've even got duffel bags and stadium chairs. And we've even got football. So shop till you drop at the Patriot Shop, open 3 days a week, right here on Patriot Avenue.
As you walk through the hallways of Jackson Prep right now, it is not uncommon to hear the question, have you watched Squid Game yet? Or anything else related to the new show out of Korea. Since being on Netflix in September, it has skyrocketed to the #1 spot in both the US and the UK. Though its immense popularity, the show also has received much criticism due to its extreme amount of violence. Jake Vineyard talked with some of Jackson Prep students to get their opinions about the show the world is raving about.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jake Vineyard. I'm here with senior Philip Stewart. Philip, what were your thoughts on Squid Game?
Okay, yeah, Jake. My thoughts on Squid Game were, I thought it was really good. It's my first Korean drama that I've ever watched. And these childhood games, you think it's gonna get stale, but it honestly doesn't. You just each episode, it gets better and better.
What would you say your favorite episode was?
My favorite episode was definitely the starter episode because you don't know what you're going to get. It's definitely something, new. And the green light, red light situation is it's just a fun take on that, childhood game.
Mm-hmm. All right, hi, I'm here with senior Maggie Boswell. Maggie, what were your thoughts on Squid Game?
This is so awkward. I really liked it. Okay, I kind of already knew spoilers before watching it, which was kind of sad. But then I was able to, like, things when I was watching, I noticed, oh, so this connects here, and it was really kind of fun.
That'll do it for today's newscast. We'll be right back next Thursday with another episode of JPTV. But until then, I'm Scott Shive.
And I'm Anders Morgan with Selah Ferguson.
We'll see you next week.